2014 was the very first FIFA World Cup that many of us watched religiously. We stayed up through the night from late evenings until the early hours of the morning without missing a single match. Because it was historic. Historic for an entire generation. It was the first World Cup where the Holy Trinity of modern football, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar Jr. all competed on the biggest stage together. It marked Neymar's debut World Cup at just 22 years old. At that age, he was already the undisputed star of the tournament. He was one of the most skillful dribblers and chance creators the game had ever seen. Neymar scored 4 goals in the group stage alone, including braces against Croatia and Cameroon. He led the tournament in goals and chance creation, and he looked destined to carry Brazil all the way. But tragically, a horrific injury in the quarter-final against Colombia ruled him out for months. In fact, at that point, it raised serious doubts about his long-term future. Many Brazilians still believe the 7-1 semi-final humiliation against Germany would never have happened had Neymar been fit. On the other side of the bracket, Cristiano Ronaldo, he endured the worst World Cup of his career. Portugal were eliminated in the group stage. Ronaldo scored once. It was a crushing low point for the Portuguese star. But look who was in absolute prime form. Lionel Messi. He scored in every group stage match. He delivered a memorable 91st minute winner against Iran and led Argentina to the final. And even though he didn't score in the knockout stages, his overall influence earned him the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player. The final loss to Germany left so many of us heartbroken, but it was still an unforgettable campaign. 4 years later, in Russia, the 2018 World Cup turned out to be one of the most unpredictable tournaments in recent memory. For our 3 superstars, it was a roller coaster. Neymar, he was in a comfortable position with Brazil. He scored once in the group stage and in the round of 16 delivered a standout performance against Mexico. But Brazil were knocked out in the quarterfinals by a brilliant Belgium side featuring Eden Hazard at his peak. What about Cristiano Ronaldo? He started the tournament in sensational form. A perfect hat-trick against Spain and another goal against Morocco, and that helped Portugal advance from the group. Their run ended in the round of 16 against Uruguay. For Messi, 2018 was frustrating. Argentina struggled from the start, a missed penalty against Iceland, a heavy defeat to Croatia, and a must-win victory over Nigeria, where Messi produced a moment of pure genius. It was finally a thriller against France, a 4-3 defeat in the round of 16 that ended their campaign. Then came Qatar 2022, the tournament that changed everything for one of them. Neymar was plagued by injuries and played very limited minutes. He returned for the round of 16 against South Korea and he scored early. And then he delivered a crucial extra time goal against Croatia in the quarterfinals before Brazil were eliminated on penalties. Cristiano Ronaldo, his tournament was controversial. He started all group games, scoring against Ghana, but was surprisingly benched in the knockout stages. Portugal advanced past Switzerland but were eliminated by Morocco in the quarterfinals. And then there was Lionel Messi. After a shock opening loss to Saudi Arabia, he took Argentina on an unforgettable run. He scored crucial goals against Mexico and Australia, delivered masterclasses in the knockout stages that included a penalty against the Netherlands and a stunning assist in the semi-final. And then he finally lifted the World Cup in the final against France, scoring twice in a match for the ages. For millions of fans, Messi's 2022 triumph was the emotional payoff of a lifetime. 12 years after that unforgettable 2014 summer, we are now watching the 2026 FIFA World Cup get underway in North America. Will it be one last dance? Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar all set to feature in the same tournament once again. A generation-defining trio sharing football's biggest stage. At 41, Cristiano Ronaldo continues to defy age, scoring prolifically for Al Nassr this season. Look at the numbers, 28 goals in 30 appearances. His physical conditioning is still remarkable, and I think he'll be a key figure, whether starting or coming off the bench for Portugal. Lionel Messi at 38 is still producing magic in MLS with Inter Miami, delivering goals and assists at an elite level, looking sharper than ever. Neymar, he's now 34. He's battled injuries throughout his career, but he's still Brazil's most unique talent when fit. His inclusion has been controversial, but when healthy, even for short bursts, he brings something no one else in world football can do. He brings pure joy, amazing improvisation, and that unmistakable street football magic. For an entire generation of fans, these three players, or at least one of them, were the reason we fell in love with football in the first place. They inspired us to play, to dream, to stay up through the night watching the beautiful game. This 2026 World Cup is bigger than just another tournament. Like it or not, it represents the closing of an era. After this, these legends will gradually fade from our screens into history and into stories that we'll tell the next generation. Remember when Messi, what about that Neymar gold? Oh, that Ronaldo magic. Whether they go far this time or they exit early, millions around the world will tune in just to see them one last time. You will, won't you? And if any of them lift the trophy in what could be their swan song, the emotion will be unlike anything we've experienced before. Ladies and gentlemen, the final chapter, the grand finale of the greatest era in modern football is about to begin. Welcome to the 2026 World Cup.